She's acting like she doesn't care, but bro, let me tell you, there's a lot more happening beneath the surface. I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You pulled back, gave her the space she needed, and now she's out here, seemingly unaffected. No text, no reaction, nothing. It's like she's going about her day as if nothing's changed. But here's the thing, that silence, it's messing with your head, isn't it? You start questioning everything. Was she ever even into me? Did I mean anything to her? Those doubts start to creep in, and I get it. That feeling can be overwhelming, but here's the truth. Just because she's not showing it outwardly doesn't mean she's not feeling it inside. Women don't always react right away. It's not like men, where the response is immediate and obvious. No, she's playing it cool, keeping her emotions in check. But deep down, that silence you're giving her, it's affecting her more than you think. You see, the moment you stop chasing, stop proving yourself, and stop making yourself so readily available, something changes inside her. It's not just about missing you, like, oh, I wish he was still here. No, it goes deeper than that. It's the realization that she might have just let go of something real, something rare, and now she's forced to face the possibility that she might have lost you for good. Let me break this down for you, step by step, so you can truly understand what's happening in her mind when you stop giving her attention. Because once you fully get this, bro, you'll never question your worth again. You'll finally see that your value doesn't depend on her validation or anyone else's for that matter. Here's what's going on behind the scenes. Point 1. She thought you'd always be there. It's funny how we only truly begin to miss things once they're gone, right? Like when your favorite show gets cancelled and you suddenly realize just how much you loved it, how much you took it for granted. The same thing happens in relationships. When a woman assumes you'll always be there, she doesn't think twice about it. You're like a constant in the background of her life. She doesn't need to appreciate your presence because in her mind, you're permanent. Like a favorite song she can always press play on, like something she can always rely on. You reply to her text, you check in, you make the effort to show you care, and she doesn't think to acknowledge it. It's just what you do. She takes it for granted because, well, you're always there. But then, one day, it changes. You pull back. You stop giving her that constant attention. Stop being so readily available. The good morning texts, the random check-ins, the thoughtful little gestures, they stop. And suddenly, she notices the silence. She checks her phone, expecting your name to pop up like it always has, but it's not there. The realization hits her, and at first she tells herself, he's probably just busy. It's nothing. He'll text soon. But the days stretch on, and that silence, it starts to feel heavier. The worst part? As time goes by, that silence becomes a loud, deafening thing. It's no longer just a brief pause. She starts to doubt everything. Did I push him away? Did I say something wrong? Was I too much? Did I take him for granted? The doubt seeps in, and the questions start to pile up in her mind. Did she misread things? Was she wrong about how she felt? Was everything she assumed about your relationship even real? And here's where it really stings. She can't just snap her fingers and get your attention like she used to. You're not right there at her fingertips anymore, ready to reply, ready to reassure her. She can't just shoot you a message and expect an instant response. The power has shifted, and now she's left in the silence you created. She's forced to sit with it. And that silence, it's louder than any words you could have said. It's a silence that makes her realize just how much she relied on your presence and how much she's starting to miss it. Quick break. Close your eyes for a second. Picture her, the girl you've always wanted. Feel what it would be like to actually have her. Now open your eyes, because here's the truth. Right now, you're invisible to her. You're getting outcompeted by guys with more money, better looks, higher status, and stronger game. You're playing a rigged game, and you're losing. But I've spent the last 35 years mastering this, studying, testing, and finally finding the secrets to get the girls I always wanted. You want to stop getting ignored? You want her chasing you? Then you need to wake up and act. Click the link in the comments if you are truly committed and take the first step toward becoming that guy. Few spots left. Be fast or miss out your last chance to make her yours. Let's get back to it. Point 2. The more you stay quiet, the more she thinks. Have you ever had a song stuck in your head, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't remember the lyrics? It drives you crazy, right? That same feeling of frustration is exactly what happens when you go silent on her. You were once a steady presence in her life, always there, always available, always ready to communicate. Your attention, your responses, your support, everything about your relationship was predictable. She knew exactly where she stood with you. Every text, every gesture, every moment shared, it all made sense. But now there's a void. You've stopped showing up in the ways you used to, and she's left trying to make sense of it. Her mind goes into overdrive, desperately trying to fill in the blanks. She starts replaying every conversation, every interaction, looking for something she might have missed, some sign that she overlooked. Was there a hint, a word, a look that slipped past her? Maybe she misread a situation, or maybe there was something more going on that she failed to catch. She checks her phone, almost expecting to see your name pop up, but it doesn't. The frustration builds, and with every passing moment, she feels the silence pressing in on her. It's like a constant buzz in the background, impossible to ignore. She might try to convince herself that it's nothing. Maybe you're just busy, or maybe you need space. But deep down, the silence is starting to wear on her. It becomes unsettling. The longer it lasts, the more restless she becomes. She can't focus on anything else because in the back of her mind, she's always thinking about you. And the more she tries to push it aside, the louder that silence gets. But here's the real kicker. It's not just about missing you. It's about something much deeper. It's about the uncertainty that's creeping in. The thing that truly bothers her isn't that you're gone. It's that she doesn't know if you're missing her. When you're not there, when you're not responding, she's left in the dark, wondering if you've truly moved on. That lack of clarity eats away at her. She can't rest until she figures it out. If you're still thinking about her, if you're still invested, and if she has a chance to make things right. When a woman doesn't have clarity in her relationship, her mind spins in circles. She'll replay every conversation, trying to uncover what went wrong. She might even drive herself crazy, wondering if she's misjudged the whole situation. That uncertainty? It becomes a mental puzzle she can't solve, and until she has the answers, it will keep her up at night. Point 3. She acts like she doesn't care, but it's all just an act. At first, she's playing it cool. She's putting on a show, pretending that everything's fine, that your absence doesn't affect her in the slightest. She's posting selfies, hanging out with friends, living her life like nothing's changed. Maybe she even throws in a cryptic caption about new beginnings or finding herself, something that makes it look like she's completely unbothered by the situation. She wants you and everyone else to think that she's thriving, that she doesn't care about the distance between you two. But here's the thing, that's all an act. It's a front she puts up for the world to protect her ego and save face. Deep down, the reality is much different. She's checking her phone far more often than she'd like to admit. Every time she hears a notification, she instinctively reaches for it, hoping that it's you. She notices the gap, the space you used to fill with your messages, your check-ins, your little gestures of affection. She starts to realize just how quiet things have become, and she can't help but wonder why. She might even start to act differently in social settings. You know that extra loud laugh she gives when she's out with her friends? The one that seems a little too loud, almost forced? That's her way of showing the world, maybe even herself, that she's fine, that she's moved on. But no matter how much she laughs or how many friends she hangs out with, deep down, something feels off. The silence between you two is starting to feel like a heavy weight she can't shake. See, women don't process loss in the same way men might. For her, the pain doesn't hit all at once. It builds slowly. At first, she tells herself, he'll text eventually. He's just busy. He needs time. She brushes it off, thinking the silence is temporary. But then days pass, and the silence stretches longer than she expected. Then a week goes by. And suddenly, the confidence she had at the start begins to crumble. The reassurance she gave herself fades away. Every day without hearing from you makes her feel more uncertain. Point 4. She finds excuses to check in even if it's indirect. At first, she won't reach out directly. That would be too obvious, too vulnerable. She can't let you know how much it's bothering her, how much she's starting to feel the weight of your absence. So, instead of sending you a straightforward text or call, she gets creative. She starts finding little ways to keep tabs on you, little ways to stay connected, but without actually letting you see the depth of her curiosity. Maybe she starts watching your stories more often than usual, even though she never paid much attention to them before. It's like she's hoping to catch a glimpse of something, anything, that shows she's still in your world, even if it's just in the background. Or maybe she randomly likes an old post of yours, something from weeks ago, just enough to nudge you into thinking she's still there, still paying attention. It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but it's her way of reminding you that she's still around, even if it's from a distance. Sometimes she'll get even sneakier. She might casually ask a mutual friend, "Hey, how's he been?" in the most nonchalant way, like she's just making small talk. But trust me, she's not just asking for the sake of conversation. She's hoping that this roundabout inquiry will give her a glimpse into your life, a hint of what you've been up to. She wants to know if you're thinking about her, if you're missing her, if you've moved on to something or someone else. And here's the thing, she's not going to admit to anyone, least of all herself, that she's curious about you. She's not going to admit that she's checking your social media or asking about you behind the scenes. But deep down, she's obsessed with what you're doing and who you're doing it with. The more she sees you living your life without her, the more it starts to mess with her. It's one thing to miss someone. It's another thing entirely to realize that they might be moving on without you. This isn't just about missing you anymore. It's about the fear that you might be letting go of her. The fear that you're finding happiness without her, and that realization hits harder than she anticipated. She's scared that the life she thought was hers might be slipping away, and that's a whole different kind of panic. The idea that you're starting to live your life without her, to find peace and joy without her, it triggers a deep, uncomfortable fear. The fear that she's lost something real, something worth holding on to, and that's the kind of panic that starts eating away at her. Point 5. She starts dropping subtle hints. She won't just come out and say she misses you. That would be too straightforward, too vulnerable for her to admit. Instead, she'll test the waters in small, carefully calculated ways, hoping you'll pick up on the signs without her needing to make the first move. These little gestures might seem insignificant on the surface, but trust me, they carry a lot more weight than you realize. Maybe she sends a random, "Hey, hope you're good" text, one that seems innocent enough, but deep down, it's her way of gauging where you stand. It's not about starting a meaningful conversation. It's about seeing if you'll respond, if you'll show any sign that you're still invested. It's her way of reaching out without fully committing, testing the waters to see if you're still there, still interested. Or perhaps she likes an old post of yours, one from a few weeks or even months ago, something that seems random, but it's intentional. Or she might leave a vague comment on your story, just enough to nudge you, to remind you that she's still paying attention, still lurking in the background. She's not looking for anything major, just a little acknowledgement that she's still on your mind. Here's where most guys make a huge mistake. They see these small signals and immediately think they're a green light. They jump in too quickly, eager to respond, thinking it means she's ready to rekindle things, that she's ready to come back. But in reality, she's not showing her hand yet. She's just trying to see if she still has control over the situation. It's a game of power. She wants to know if you're still invested enough to respond quickly, to chase her, to make the first move. If you jump at these subtle hints, if you reply too fast or act too eager, you're only playing into her hands. She'll know she still holds the upper hand. A man who values himself doesn't chase after breadcrumbs. He waits to see real effort. He doesn't rush into things just because a few small signals are thrown his way. If she truly regrets losing you, if she's really interested in making things right, she won't just drop little hints and wait for you to chase. She'll make it obvious. She'll step forward, take responsibility for her actions, and show you that she's willing to put in the real effort to earn you back. Point 6. She starts feeling the loss for real, bro. She's acting like she's fine. She's staying busy, filling her days with plans and activities, maybe even going out more often than usual. You might even catch her flirting with someone new, and for a moment, it might seem like she's moved on, like she's over it. But don't be fooled. That's all just noise, a distraction from what's really happening inside her. The truth is, no amount of distractions or new faces can replace what she had with you. The real moment it hits her, It's when she's alone. It's when the noise fades away and she's left with only her thoughts. She'll be lying in bed, scrolling through her phone, and suddenly she finds herself staring at old messages from you, the ones she once took for granted, the ones she never thought would stop coming. She might hear a song that reminds her of you, and just like that, there it is, the lump in her throat, that painful reminder of what she's lost. She starts to remember the little things, the way you made her laugh when she had a bad day, the way you genuinely listened to her when she spoke, the way you made her feel seen and heard. It's those small, meaningful moments that she can't just brush off. And suddenly, all the distractions she's been using to push the pain away don't seem to matter anymore. They can't replace what she had with you. And that's when the regret starts to settle in. It's not just about missing you, it's about realizing that she let something real slip through her fingers. She starts to ask herself, did I mess up? Did I let go of something that could have been truly special? Those questions echo in her mind, and the more she thinks about it, the harder it gets to ignore the truth. Now that thought won't leave her. It lingers, it haunts her. She can try to run from it, but no matter how much she stays busy or tries to fill the silence with something else, the regret is there. And it's not going anywhere anytime soon. The weight of her actions, the realization of what she's lost, is beginning to sink in, and it's starting to feel like it might be too late to fix it. Point 7. When she realizes she can't just get you back. By this point, the reality of what she's lost is starting to hit her. She's beginning to feel the weight of her choices, the silence, the distance, the actions she took that pushed you away. And now, she has to decide whether she's truly going to make an effort to get you back. But here's the thing, this isn't just about whether she wants you back. It's about whether she's willing to put in the hard work, the real effort, to earn another chance with you. This is where most guys fail. When she gives them a little attention, when she sends a text, likes a post, or shows some slight interest, most guys drop their guard too quickly. They're so eager to get her back, they fall into the trap of believing that those small signs mean she's ready to fully commit again. But that's a mistake. A man who truly values himself doesn't just let her back in at the first sign of attention. He stands firm in his worth and makes her prove that she's serious about wanting him back. He doesn't settle for breadcrumbs or half efforts. He wants to know that she's willing to do the work, to show him that she understands what she lost and that she's ready to fight for it. This is about more than just getting her back. It's about making sure you never have to chase validation again. A man who knows his worth doesn't bend over backward to prove himself. Instead, he lets his actions speak for him and holds the line until someone matches his effort with equal or greater intention. And lastly, listen, bro, let me be clear. This was never about making her chase you. That's not the goal. The real purpose of all this is for you to realize your own value. It's about you stepping back, taking a moment to assess your worth, and understanding that you don't need to chase someone to validate your existence. When you stop chasing, when you stop constantly proving yourself, you stop putting all your energy into seeking her approval. Instead, you redirect that energy back onto yourself. You realize that you are enough, that you don't need to earn love or attention from anyone. You've got everything you need within yourself. Once you understand this, you'll never need to chase validation again. You'll start attracting people who value you for who you are, not because you constantly have to show them why you're worth their time. That's the real power move. When you stop needing external validation to feel good about yourself. And trust me, once you make that shift, everything changes. If you found this insight valuable, make sure to subscribe to The Girl's Mind for more wisdom on mastering your life and attraction. Until next time, stay strong, stay centered, and always remember, the key to attraction isn't in chasing, it's in being. But for those of you who are serious about stepping up and taking control, I've created a one-on-one chat with me. Choose your package and let's solve any problem you're facing, whether it's crushing your goals or handling that conversation with a girl.